fresh golden sponge cake. Hostess Twinkies Cakes is a proud supplier to the 84 U.S. Olympic team. Hostess and the Olympics, American through and through.
Now, from Hostess Twinkies Cakes, collect Olympic gold medalist trading cards. 3 cards free on specially marked packages.
When you decide to step up to this kind of power, this kind of challenge, this kind of flying, crashing feeling, when you decide to get serious, there's only one place to come. The games of Super
Welcome,
Nintendo.
infant to Jappy.
No one else creates this kind of experience, because no one else creates these kinds of games. Now you're playing with power, superpower.
I called the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said, ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, ting, tang, walla-walla, bing-bang. That means play Dr. Mario on Game Boy or NES. Ting, tang, walla-walla, bing-bang. I beat the witch doctor, and this is what he said. He said, ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, ting, tang, walla-walla, bing-bang, ooh-ee, ah-ah. And then he shrugged my head.
I drink milk because I ask a lot of my body. Milk has things my body needs: calcium, riboflavin, zinc, powerful nutrition, without a lot of calories. And even if you don't expect your body to do 100 meters in 50 flat, think about all you do expect it to do. Milk. It does a body good.
This is an important message for customers who have recently purchased Omega Mart lemons. Some customers have confused Omega Mart lemons with lemons. For that, we're sorry. Please return this product to Omega Mart immediately, or for assistance, please call the number on your screen. For your safety, this product has been removed from our shelves and will be carefully disposed of. Omega Mart thanks you for your continued trust.
Omega Mart, you have no idea what's in store for you.
あの勇者たちが今ニューファミコンに出会う。ニューファミコンで蘇る伝説の物語、攻略本付きファイナルファンタジー1、2一つになってアンコール発売。
Have you tried Omega Mart brand orange drink? If you or a loved one answered yes, please call Omega Mart Consumer Affairs immediately at 1-800-808-4194. That's 1-800-808-4194. Your safety is important to us.
Omega Mart, you have no idea what's in store for you. Add a little of this, add a little of that. At Wendy's Garden Spot, you know that's up to something beautiful.
At Wendy's Garden Spot, you can make hundreds of deliciously different salads, and each adds up to less than 300 calories.
Add a little of this, add a little of that. It's a garden oasis like no other thing.
Wendy's Garden Spot, something better for Wendy's kind of people.
You know that's up to something beautiful.
You know, it's up to something beautiful. Hello, what's up? How's it going, Togepi? Welcome in, welcome in. And I hope you're ready for another episode of Ace Attorney with Domm Dynamite. Alright, so we are on the third part of the DLC case. And let's try to go through this pretty quickly. Oh, my pedals are not set up. One sec. Okay, there we go. Make sure the voice is set up. Alright, I think it's working. And then we'll go to the court record. Doing good as usual? Hell yeah, I'm glad to hear that that's as usual as well. That's always a nice thing to know. Hell yeah. Alright. So, let me see what I can remember. For some reason, I've had a harder time remembering the details of this case. Week to week, for some reason. But, so it all started where there was this aquarium that has this pirate show. So they have this killer whale, and the killer whale, it does like tricks and stuff, and it's a part of like this little play that they go on where they're pirates. And so there's 3 people involved. There's the killer whale, the orca named Orla, and then we have Sasha Buckler, who is she's like the one that's on the side of the whale, and she's like really close with the whale as a friend. And then we have the oh, here, let me just go to the profiles, dummy. So here's Sasha Buckler, an orca trainer and a performer in the Swashbuckler Spectacular. She appears to be best friends with Orla. Orla is the orca, Ora Shipley. The orca accused of murder, though Ora is her real name. People like to call her Orla. She likes to wear hats. Stuff be happening in this case, absolutely. It is. And then the third person was Captain Jack Shipley. This is the guy who also owned the aquarium. The owner of Ship Aquarium, he was found dead in the orca pool. So, yeah, we'll get to that. So, they do this little show and everything, and they have this area where they keep Orla, right? So, how the case starts is that we find Captain Shipley, or he is found in the room that Orla is kept in, and he's just like on the side, off the side of the pool, like wet and covered in blood, and there's like gold coins all around. Let's look at that in the evidence. So this is how he's found. And also, I guess we haven't really made note of this yet, but he does have this item with him, which is a whistle that they use to command Orla to do things. So, so we can see he's found with damage to the back of his head and on the side of the Orla's pool. So he is presumed immediately to have been murdered by Orla in some sort of accident, animal-related accident. And so it wasn't actually treated as a homicide. So fast forward, we end up convincing them that it could be a homicide because... I guess rewinding a little bit, Sasha wants us to defend Orla, obviously, if that's not obvious enough for you. So we had to try to make this case actually like a potential homicide and not in Orla's fault or whatever. So we ended up doing that by finding this bloodstained coin discovered by the pool side of the orca pool. There are 300 coins in all, weighing 7 pounds total. This makes it likely the murder weapon. So we found 1 coin with blood on it. There was a bunch of other coins at the bottom of the pool and just scattered about the crime scene. Let's see. Let's look at the other photo we have here. That's just of the body. There's not really much to remark on there. Let's see, let's go through more profiles. There were other people that were at the aquarium. So we have Norma DePlume. She's our witness, the aquarium visitor who saw Orla attack the aquarium owner. It turns out she's a non-fiction writer. So yeah, she has apparently been writing books for a long time, and they're all non-fiction, so like real stuff. And she has particularly been after the orca because she thinks that it's like a violent whale, and I think that it shouldn't be in there or something. I don't know. She just seems to not like the whale. She thinks the whale's like dangerous. She's already written a piece about it, and I think we have that in evidence, which is The Killer Whale, a nonfiction book by Norma DePlume. It's about the case from last year. So yeah, apparently something happened last year, and she wrote a case about it, and so she was here again this time, and she happened to be the one who saw the body in the tank, and Orla kind of pushing the body around, eventually apparently pushing the body out of the pool. So we tried to argue that maybe Orla was just trying to, like, I think save him, or at least that's my thought. I don't know if Phoenix said that, but that's my thought, is that she might have just been trying to save him or whatever. Like, oh, we're playing, and oh, he's not doing anything. Maybe I should, get him out of here. He might be drowning or something, and that's all Orla can do is push him out of the water or something. That's my thought. Let's read the Killer Whale, though. Here's the, what we got in here. Oh, it just shows us the victim from last time. There you go. Orca kills its trainer. So apparently very similar circumstances. Its previous trainer had died. So could be the same person who did both. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else we have in here. We also had Marlon Rhymes. He works at the aquarium. He's Ship Aquarium's new animal keeper. He loves animals as much as he loves rapping. So that's just part of his character. But His significance is he was our last witness because he had claimed to be in the room next door when all of the stuff in the room in the orca pool room had fallen over. There was just a bunch of equipment that was right there next to where the body was found, and he said that he had heard it all fall, so he went over, but he couldn't get into the pool room, but he saw like through the window or a crack or something that everything had fallen or whatever. But we knew that that wasn't true because he couldn't have been there because we had a piece of evidence that's right here. As apparently it belongs to Rhymes. It was accidentally switched with Pearl's calendar around 10 a.m. Okay, so that means that puts him on a different floor. So he would have actually have been on the floor below where the thing took place. So here's what he was saying. He was in the staff room, but he was actually in the food prep room, and that's where he ran into Pearls and switched calendars or whatever. So that was what we had just done the last week. I think that was the last thing we did, was we proved that that couldn't have happened because he wasn't up there. He wasn't up here to hear it. So then what the last things that he said, Marlon said, was that Sasha was the one who told him, I guess, that all the stuff had fallen. And maybe that, I think what he was speculating too was that how it all fell was that Orla saw that the captain was standing in this designated spot that they always like play catch with the volleyball with or whatever. And so Orla was trying to play, Orla was trying to play and hit him with the volleyball, which may have knocked him over and knocked all the other stuff over. And I think what Marlon was trying to say was that's what Sasha had told him. Maybe that theory as well as everything had fallen over. So because of that, Blackwell, I think, demanded that Sasha come in and testify now. So now that's where we're starting this week, is where Sasha's about to come in and testify. That's kind of the broad strokes, I guess. Try to reason with Orla as some sort of mastermind. Oh yeah, I guess I don't remember that detail very clearly, but yeah. There's definitely a lot of weird stuff about this. And the fact that they have one other thing I remember that we commented on last week was the fact that we have security footage, and for some reason we only get 2 pictures from it. It's a video, but we get 1 picture per minute. What is with that, dude? But at the same time, the same company has this thing, a TV phone, so that we could talk to the freaking whale. It's like, I don't understand that. That was definitely boggling my mind. But okay, whatever, you know, it's Phoenix Wright Land. You gotta let it slide. Okay. Let me see, was there any... We gotta look at all the evidence and everything. I always think that's a good refresher. But let's also see, we got Rifle here. We didn't mention Rifle. Rifle's a penguin that always shoots straight at her mark. She seems to love the smell of fish. And we also know that Rifle goes around passing out like flyers and stuff. It's sort of what Rifle's role is in a way. We have the lovely Pearl Faye. Spirit meeting and trading. Her psychic powers are beyond question. And then obviously Blackwell. We don't have to talk about Blackwell. Puh. Oh, let's look at the evidence. So this is what we still have in evidence. So if it's in evidence, it very well could be important. So let's review all the details. Swashbuckler flyer, an advertisement showing an orca dressed up like a pirate. It was dropped by a penguin. So this is one of the things that Rifle dropped. A brand new stage show. Captain Orla has a new arrival featuring the dashing Red Stash with a fluttering red scarf. You will obtain... or who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the Skull Rock? Okay. See, the red stash might be in the red scarf. This looks like it's going to come up as evidence of this, but we have not used this yet. Let's keep that in mind. Go to the body. Yeah, we looked at this earlier. He has the whistle, coins, back of the head. He's got the red scarf. Something to note. Oh, he doesn't have the red scarf here, though. Why do you have a red scarf in this picture, but on this picture? Where'd it go? Yeah, no stash either. Noted. And his thingy's missing. His thingy. I think it's his walkie-talkie. Okay, we got the pool diagram. We looked at this earlier. This is where Norma said that she was. This is where Pearls was with and bumped into Marlon. This is the worker pool room. Yeah. And here's the whistle. A whistle for issuing instructions to Orla. Anyone can use one to command her. Sorry. as long as they know the right signal. Then we have the two freaking photos from the security footage video showing the orca pool. The footage starts at the aquarium's 10 a.m. opening time, 2 pages. So we have, this is Orla, and the body is apparently behind that skull-shaped rock, and Orla's sort of like pushing it, I guess, probably, you know, like curious about it or whatever. This is Norma, you know, being scared about a giant blood cloud, probably. And now suddenly the blood cloud's gone, which is weird. And now Orla has the hat on. This is a minute later. She's holding the body in her mouth, and she's still horrified down here. Okay, then we got fish. A large quantity of fish for feeding Rifle, the penguin. Not surprisingly, it has a horribly fishy smell. I don't know why this is in here. We'll figure that out. Watch him, like, as soon as I start. This one's like, let me get all this evidence I don't need out of here. And I'll be like, oh, great. Walkie-talkie. Issued to all aquarium staff for communication. It can be apparently also be used to broadcast inside the aquarium. And it looks like a little swashbuckling sword thing. Cool. It goes in a little sheath, I think. Calendar apparently belongs to Rhymes. We know this earlier. It was accidentally switched with Pearls' calendar around 10 a.m. And Rhymes had a thing about something he needed to talk to the captain at 10, so pretty suspicious if you ask me. I never play that sound. I'm spawning off on the bailiff. Here we go. We got the blessing coin discovered by the side of the worker pool. There's 300 of them in all, weighing 7 pounds. Makes it a likely murder weapon. Moving over that. Here's the last 4. We got the Swashbuckler video, a TV recording of a performance featuring Orla, Sasha, Jack Shipley as pirates. We gotta watch it again. It's an anime cutscene that I can control. So here we go. Enjoy. Oh, I gotta switch to the other screen, don't I? Yeah, he's toad sus.
Captain Orla! He made it just in time.
Captain Orla!
We pirates, we love to sail the 7 seas. Just a bunch of scallywags who are as free can be. We swim through storms and waves, all because you see grand treasure and adventures waiting just for me. Yeah!
It's a nice song. Cool. There you go. There's that. And then let's see. We got the TV phone I talked about earlier. The cell phone used by Ship-Shape Aquarium staff. This model can connect to TVs and be used to conduct teleconferencing, which we're just using it basically to speak with the whale. So, yeah. Anyways, Shipley's autopsy report: instant death from a brain contusion. There are signs of blunt force trauma all over the body. Let's see what else we got in here. Death thought to be a result of orca attack. Estimated time of death under investigation, so we still don't know. Yeah, the autopsy hasn't actually, the full autopsy report has not come back yet. And then there's the killer whale, which we see the previous trainer who died. And there we go. That's everything. Brings us to July 21st, 10:39 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. All right. Pause the music. And here we go. Welcome to anybody who came in since the beginning. Appreciate you guys being here. And yeah, let's get to it. Mr. Wright, are you going to cross-examine Sasha? I guess I'll have to ask her about the noise from the stuff falling down. Mr. Wright. Happy Wednesday. Welcome in, Stella. Mr. Rhymes, why did you lie? I didn't want Sasha to have to appear in court. I thought if anybody had to testify, I should be the one to do it for her. But why would you go to all of those lengths? Did you see the entry for the 20th on that calendar? The note about meeting the captain at the orca pool. Yeah, I found that calendar in the nap room. think it's probably Sasha's. Ah, I see. Because, yeah, whoever's date that is pretty sus. Okay. I guess he's trying to throw the suspicion on Sasha now.
What? Then that means...
I guess it does look like more of a woman's calendar than a man's. Okay, stereotypes much. Okay, let's update it here. Apparently belongs to Sasha. A meeting with the victim was scheduled for 7 a.m. on the 20th. I didn't want suspicion to fall on Sasha. Mr. Wright. I gotta go back to the aquarium to look after the orca in Sasha's place. I'll be rooting for you, and on the other end of that TV phone, please take care of Sasha.
Okay. We can't let Prosecutor Blackwell get the best of us. Time to refocus.
You're right. After all, we're the only ones who can save Orla. I like to use that calendar. Yeah, why not? Calendar. Me mateys. July 21st, 11:02 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4. All right, quiet down. The court will now reconvene. Prosecutor Blackwell, please call the witness to the stand. Again, you waste your breath.
Me name be Sasha, and I be one of Captain Orla's swashbucklers. I come to rescue me buckaroo from the false charges put on her by Dread Pirate Nostash.
Is Blackwell Nostash? Nostash.
I guess Nostash refers to Prosecutor Blackwell this time.
Well, it can't be the judge. He has a mustache and a full beard.
Now then, Captain Judge, shall we begin the pirate court?
Captain Judge? I rather like that. Makes me feel like a salty old sea dog.
And scene. How was that for a self-intro?
The court is not a show. State your full name and occupation.
I'm Sasha Buckler. I work at Shipshape Aquarium. I perform in our Swashbuckler Spectacular show alongside Orla as her trainer.
Well, you seem like a completely different person now.
You really think so? Thanks. I was in my pirate show persona just then. Prosecutor Blackwell said I could introduce myself any way I like.
I'd bet money he didn't think you were going to do it like that. And what will this witness testify about? The orca manipulated the victim into playing volleyball and then knocked the items down. Oh, I see. That's what you were saying by the mastermind thing, right? Yeah, that it, like, lured him there. I see. The court is not a show. Maybe we should show Simon Moe's cross-examination. Oh, yeah. Mo tried to put on a show as well, a stand-up show, and nobody laughed. He's like the sad clown. But doctor, I am Pagliacci. The witness will report about hearing the noise that caused the victim's death.
Now wait just a minute. Sure, Orla uses the ball to break props sometimes. She even spiked the ball at the giant octopus leg yesterday when I was cleaning.
So Orla was the one who broke that leg, huh?
But she couldn't have knocked down that huge stack of equipment with her little ball.
I thought you were paying attention to the trial over the telecast. But you apparently know nothing of what we have been discussing. The orca knocked down the equipment by pulling on the cloth that was underneath it. Oh, I forgot about that too. And there's the bag of money. Me money. No one said anything about the orca knocking it down with a ball.
What? Is that what you were talking about?
That's cool. It's like a show sword, so it looks like she stabs it and stuff.
I came here to give a prosecutor Nostash a good knee hauling. But I'm the one getting in the cat o' nine tails. Oh, he is as vicious as a tiger shark. Miss Buckler, just focus on your testimony and you'll do all right. And you'll be all right. Don't worry, we'll take care of that tiger shark for you.
Her floaties. I never realized that.
Thank you, Athena. Okay, I can do this. My testimony will be phenomenal.
All right, Miss Buckler. Please proceed with your testimony. She kind of exposed herself already with that. So she's gonna be doing some lying. There's some fun animations. Yeah, I think they really stepped up their game when they went into 3D. It seems like that must have like gave them ability to focus more on maybe on stuff like that. It's awesome. Whatever it was.
I admit I heard Orla summoning me with a loud noise. But the aquarium guest's scream I heard over the walkie-talkie was more urgent. I talked to Norma de Plume first, and then we went to the pool room with the security guard. The equipment was everywhere, and the captain was lying in the middle of it all.
Your story doesn't seem to be much different from Marlon Rhymes' testimony. Or does it? The circumstances are different. The actual order of Orla's actions depend on the order the witness heard the two noises. If she heard the scream first, the prosecution's claims don't stand up.
Objection!
Unfortunately for you, she doesn't remember the order of what she heard. She doesn't?
I was distracted at the time, so I don't really recall which one I heard first. I was lost in thought until the guard brought me back to myself. Sorry I'm no help.
As long as the order remains unclear, I shall not alter the prosecution's claims. After killing the victim with the bag of coins, the orca toyed with the body in the water. I have to turn things around here somehow. Unless I can prove the sound Sasha heard was not the sound of the victim's murder. Blackwell's claim that Orla pulled down the equipment to kill the victim will stand. If I want to save Orla, I have to find a contradiction, no matter how small. Very well. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright.
Cross-examination.
Hearing the noise.
I admit I heard Orla summoning me with a loud noise.
Hold it!
What made you think Orla was summoning you? Orla knows the sound of her cries doesn't carry far enough. So sometimes, she summons people by making a loud noise. That Orla is smarter than an average whale, I tell ya.
Taka would not be bested in a battle of wits.
Wait a minute! Widget is the smartest one of all!
Nope. Dang it. Widget never talks. I didn't have Widget's voice ready. Which one did I use for Widget? It was probably just the Android one. Oh, no. I used the cute voice for Widget. That's right. Thank you, Vince. It was this voice.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the smartest one of all? Widget!
Yeah, I think Widget hasn't talked in like 3 cases, dude. Am I expected to enter Trucy into this? My kit is better than yours, Appaloosa? And did you heed the summons of this very intelligent Orla immediately?
I couldn't right away, although I was concerned for her, of course.
How you doing tonight, Vince?
How's the house? But the aquarium guest's scream I heard over the walkie-talkie was more urgent.
Oh! You heard Miss de Plume scream?
That's right. I heard her through the walkie-talkie on a guard... I heard her through the walkie-talkie of a guard making his rounds. Ah! I can still hear it in my head. It was so loud, I thought it was a sea lion.
Mr. Plume sort of reminds me of a sea lion, actually.
I know, right? Oh, I should call her Sea Lion Lady and see how she likes it.
I guess Athena is still upset about being called Yellow Girl. which is just here for emotional support. Yeah, to actually like emotionally expose Athena. At least that's how it was like presented at first. But I feel like they just totally dropped that like side joke for the rest of the game. It's weird. One moment, please. I gotta bring my pedals closer.
Welcome in Vincent Vanquish.
Hang out at the moment. Gotta take my car for a test drive in a bit. Okay, right on. Put new brake components on. Nice. Well, I hope it works even better than before. What did you do after hearing the visitors scream?
I talked to Norma de Plume first, and then went to the pool room with the security guard.
Hold it. You and the security guard headed to the Orca pool room.
Yeah, apparently the obnoxious writer lady said she didn't trust me by myself. That's why, after talking to her, the guard and I went to the pool room together. Why be the wench so suspicious? Arr! I demand a swordfish duel! That's what I felt like saying to her anyway.
I'm afraid I don't get it. Swordfish what? Duel? What is that?
That was a line from the show when Orla and Sasha quarrel with each other. Didn't you do your swashbuckler spectacular homework, Your Honor?
Why am I getting scolded here, Mr. Wright? Keep your assistant on a leash. She's making me feel weird. And why am I getting scolded here, Your Honor? Miss Buckler, please tell me what happened after you headed to the pool room.
All right. When the guard and I got there, we saw that the equipment was everywhere, and the captain was lying in the middle of it all.
Hold it! What do you recall about the scene exactly?
I don't remember much, to be honest. I was in total shock from seeing the captain like that. If you ask me something specific...
I might be able to remember it, though. Oh, making me schmool! Oh, I gotta switch voices, though, because we're in Phoenix's head.
Oh, I got a hole in the Dommiverse over here. What's over here? Right there. Don't worry about that. Just ignore that. Specific questions, huh? Okay. Let's see, what should I ask her about? The things scattered around or Jack Shipley? Jack. Because of the mustache and scarf thing? Maybe? I'll ask about Jack's shirt first. We'll try. Oh, we'll save here. Little gum save. Could you tell me more about the state you found the victim in?
It's so hard to even think about it right now. Sasha's deeply traumatized by the victim's death.
I guess I shouldn't have pushed her on it then. Poor Sasha. She must have really adored him.
Do you think Orla really did make that stuff fall down?
I think we probably need more information before we can know what really happened. Let's be careful not to let a single inconsistency slip by us. Okay, so there must be a contradiction. Orla summoning me in a loud noise. The aquarium guest screen. The walkie-talkie was more urgent. Talked to Norma de Plume first and went to the pool room with a security guard. The equipment was everywhere, and the captain was lying in the middle of it all. I need to ask her about the other thing. I think that's what I need to do. So, we're gonna load someone. And we're gonna ask about the things scattered around. She didn't give us anything with Jack Shipley. Could you tell me more about the things that were scattered around?
They were equipment and props for the new show.
The new show?
Yeah. We were supposed to debut a brand new swashbuckler spectacular yesterday. We already defeated the giant octopus in No Stash after all. We were going to have a new nemesis, Red Stash. He's on the flyer.
That's right, Red Stash with a red scarf. Wahaha, see, the flyer's coming back.
Oh, that's the flyer rifle was distributing. Who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the Skull Rock? Oh, I wish it could be me. leave it to you, Athena, to know all about it. Orla even got some new tricks for the new show. Swashbuckler flyer updated in the court record. An advertisement for a new show. It was dropped by a penguin. So it's just the fact that it's a new show. Okay. I like how it's playing the song. I like that they have like shows and stuff in there throughout the series that have songs, you know, because there's the Steel Samurai song too that Phoenix always has as his ringtone. I love that. So all the stuff that fell down was for the new show. Is that it? That's right. A bunch of props and crates and other equipment stacked up. Your Honor, for the record, I'd like that information added to the witness's testimony. Very well. Miss Buckler, please append what you just said to the end of your testimony. Sure thing. The props for the new show were everywhere, and the captain was in the middle of it all. Should I press it again then? Hold it! These props for the new show, what kind of things were they? A blow-up dolphin and anchor, Red Stash's costume, the bag of coins, stuff like that. The captain was wearing his usual costume, and the new props were all there. Okay, hold on. What are you saying, Phoenix? What a minute? Did you mean wait a minute? I'm gonna say wait. Wait a minute. Something about that doesn't seem right. Is there a problem with Sasha's testimony? We couldn't find a bag at the scene, right? So I'm assuming that's what she said, the bag of coins? Bag of coins? Yes, there is a problem. You say the captain was wearing his usual costume, but is that completely accurate? Oh no, it's that part. Okay. Because, I mean, he did have the red scarf around him in the first photo of the crime scene, so that's not his usual costume then, right? It's the second photo he has his usual costume on, so that means maybe she removed the scarf. Maybe. What a minute this has been! Absolutely. You say the captain was wearing his usual costume, but is that completely accurate? Come on, Phoenix. What are you nitpicking my testimony for? If you look at the body, we see that there is a discrepancy between that and your statement. You stated that the victim was wearing his usual costume, but you'll notice that the victim was wearing a red scarf around his neck. I imagine this red scarf is part of his costume for the new pirate show. Oh, you're right. It's written right here in the flyer for the new show. Welcome. Featuring the dashing Red Stash with a fluttering red scarf. Hey, Shiloh, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, quit nitpicking. Yeah, Phoenix, stop doing that. Oh, I didn't have my objection thing ready. Oh, what? Did I get rid of my button? I guess he just randomly does it. Okay, never mind. Well. Oh, we're good. How are you, Tryla? So glad to see you again. It's been a while. What you been up to? You still doing some cool paintings? Although, I have to say, it just looks like a red scarf that's added to his old costume.
I mean, he's got the red mustache, though. Kind of looks like an anchor, too. That's kind of cool. Little arrows on the end. Painting, painting, painting. I got an $800 commission. Hell yes, that's awesome. Keep those coming. Is that gonna be a pretty big project? Is it like a size thing, or what you got going on there?
Yeah, well, the captain was never one to spend much money on costumes. But, you know, the captain wasn't wearing that red scarf.
But in this photo, I believe I see a red scarf.
Yeah, but it's not wrapped around his neck. It's just draped on top of his neck. The red scarf was packed away with the rest of the new show's equipment. It must have fallen on top of the captain when the equipment fell down.
Oh, I see. It looks like your discrepancy wasn't really a discrepancy after all.
So the scarf doesn't have anything to do with the case? There's something about the timing of the stuff falling that bothers me. Hold on. The timing of the stuff falling. The timing. Maybe my theory has been all wrong from the beginning. Maybe the bag of coins isn't the murder weapon.
And so your last cross-examination ends in failure as well.
You should know that such a feeble slash will never hurt me. As I said, the orca made the equipment fall and then toyed with the body in the water.
Objection!
I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but based on the circumstances at the scene, the defendant couldn't have dragged the body into the water after the equipment fell. And why, pray tell, is that? Oh, I'll tell you all right. If my theory has been all wrong, then I'll just have to fix it. 16 by 32 inches to cover a breaker box in a lady's house. Oh, really? That's pretty interesting. She met me at the First Friday out in KC. Nice! That's awesome. Hell yeah. That's gonna be a very pretty breaker box, that's for sure. That's awesome. Is it like sort of like your normal stuff with your watercolors and like animals, or is it something new? Yes, Mr. Wright. Please do tell the court. What indicates that the body was not dragged into the water after the items fell? What indicates that he was not dragged? And okay, I was not paying attention there for a second. It's two cats, Sophie and Stella. Oh, that's awesome. There are a couple of cats that are like besties. They fall asleep together. Oh, that's so cute. Are they like sleeping and cuddling together in the picture? That'd be an awesome thing to paint. I want to see that. Hold on. What indicates that the body was not dragged into the water after the items fell? Is it the scarf? Because the scarf wouldn't be on him anymore, right? It would have fallen? I'm so confused. This is how they found him. So we're saying that it all fell, hit him, and he was dragged in the water and then propped back up, and the scarf was still on him? I think, is that what the discrepancy? Let's see. It might be the scarf. Let's do a little gum save. Scarf. This red scarf fell at the same time as the bag of coins. But if the body was dragged into the pool after the bag of coins fell, then the red scarf wouldn't still be on top of the body. Okay, that was right. All right. I was very unsure of that. What? In other words, the victim was already dead when the equipment came crashing down. Therefore, the bag of coins that fell with the red scarf was not the murder weapon.
Silence.
But it was the defense who claimed the bag of coins was the murder weapon to begin with. Well, yes, that's true. Do you intend to abandon your original argument? After hearing the testimony, I realized my theory about the murder weapon was wrong. Please recall the facts we have learned so far. It's a fact that what Orla bit was the victim's dead body. After all, when we saw the victim on the security footage, he was already dead. But then, Orla carried the victim's body to the side of the pool and knocked down the equipment for the new pirate show that was piled up there. Maybe Orla was trying to alert the humans to the victim's condition. If Orla knocked the items down on the victim after he was already dead, then it means the defendant didn't kill the victim with those items. But that's preposterous! Even still, your argument is lacking. If neither the orca's headbutting nor the bag of coins were the manner of death, then how do you propose the victim was killed? A very good point. If the defense is now abandoning its original theory, then we would need a new theory as to what the murder weapon was. All right. I doubt I have no clue would go over well.
All right, let's go over what we still need to find out about the victim's body.
What we don't know is how he died and why his body was at the bottom of the pool. I wonder if there's something that would explain both of those things at once. How did the victim's body sink to the bottom of the pool? On a diagram, it's easy enough to move the body to the bottom of the pool. But in real life, the water would just cause the body to float.
Right. Hold on. Water? Okay, then what if we flip that around? What if there was no water? Then the body would go right down in an instant. So, could the real manner of death be...
Thanks for the great hint, Athena. What? I helped you and I didn't even know it?
Your Honor, I think we know the real manner of the victim's death.
I think won't do, Mr. Wright. I expect a clear answer. Now then, what was the real manner of Jack Shipley's death?
What's the manner of death what's the manner of death that moved the victim to the bottom of the pool in an instant?
Hey, that was a weird phrasing. It tripped me up. Falling, drowning, or assault. I mean, falling, I think, is what we're getting at. Let's go ahead and do a little save. Save-a-rooski. Please take a look at the diagram of the orca pool. If there was no water in this pool, then it would be very easy to move the victim's body to the bottom of the pool.
He would drop straight down. Oh my. Could that be the true manner of death?
The orca pool is about 65 feet deep. If the victim were to go from the top of the pool to the bottom when there was no water, then he would, without question, have fallen to his death.
Death from a fall? And that's your answer?
It all makes perfect sense. If he fell, that would explain the signs of blunt force trauma all over the body, too. The culprit pushed the victim into the pool when there was no water in it. After doing something to keep the body from floating up, they filled the pool with water. The pool water washed away any signs of blood, so no one would realize that he fell.
Surprisingly, that actually makes sense. Makes perfect sense. It's exactly how I would do it. I mean, what? Order in the court. I'm just as surprised as you are, but I must have order. If falling was the manner of death, then does that mean the defendant's behavior was the result of being manipulated by the true culprit, as the defense claimed?
Yes, it would have to be. All that needs to be explained now is how the real culprit commanded Orla. Miss Buckler, is there a way to instruct Orla to bite someone? What? What kind of trick would that be? Of course not. Then could you tell us about the tricks Orla does know? Well, there's jumping, dancing, and playing volleyball. And she can spin, do the rock and roll trick, and sing the Swashbuckler Spectacular song.
Those sound like pretty nice tricks, but I doubt they're related to this case.
She's also practicing 2 new top secret tricks. There's the human rocket, where she shoots somebody up into the air. And then there's the lifesaver trick, where she brings a drowning person to the surface. Wasn't that not where she's gonna bite someone in that way, maybe? Put them in her mouth?
Hey, one of these top secret tricks might have something to do with the case. Now, which of these 2 tricks sounds relevant to the case?
I mean, I'm just gonna go straight with that lifesaver one. So in the lifesaver trick, Orla brings a drowning person to the surface, correct? You caught it. Orla's still learning how to hold someone gently in her mouth. So she sometimes bites into their clothes, but she's never hurt a person's skin. She brings a drowning person to the surface? Then that must be it.
And then the killer whale swam up toward the surface with the victim in its mouth.
That matches up perfectly with what Mr. Plume said in her testimony.
The real culprit must have used the lifesaver trick command to manipulate Orla.
I still find it very hard to believe.
Then let's see it for ourselves. Let's have Orla show us her trick using a practice dummy.
As you wish. The prosecution doesn't appear to have any objection. Miss Buckler, please proceed. This will be fun.
Okay, sure. I'll show you Orla's phenomenal trick. Hey, Marlon, are you ready over there?
Marlon's getting ready.
Okay, let me just get the practice dummy. There, it's in the pool. Ready and standing by, Sasha.
Here goes. Orla's secret new trick, the lifesaver.
Aww, Orla. It's one of like the most anime cutscenes. Hell yeah!
The clothes got torn up a little, but the dummy doesn't have any new marks on it.
And there you have it. Orla's secret new trick.
I thought Orla was a dog, then I looked up for my painting. Yeah, no, Orla's an orca.
A cute thing like that wouldn't hurt anybody.
The crowd goes wild, dude. Yeah, this is a murder that happened at an aquarium.
Sounds like the gallery loved Orla's performance.
That was great. That awesome trick captured everybody's heart.
Oh, wonderful. I wish I could see more.
Looks like we silenced Prosecutor Blackwell.
Thank you, Orla and Miss Buckler. And thank you too, Mr. Rhymes. And so now you can clearly see how Orla was manipulated. The bottom of the orca pool needs to be examined immediately. We might still find some evidence of the victim falling to his death. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have that taken care of at once. Excuse me, Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm requesting further investigation. Ah! Getting tased by... Why you do that, Fulbright? Tisk tisk, Prosecutor Blackwell. You have to answer the nice judge politely. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. The thing you asked for just came in. You couldn't be bothered to think of a less violent way to deliver it?
What did Prosecutor Blackwell ask for?
I've been waiting for this. Oh, and what is that? An updated autopsy report. What? Why did it have to come now? During the recess, I ordered the body to be re-examined. Something started nagging at me during the course of the trial, you see. Here. I take it you'd like me to read it. Very well. Let me put on my glasses. Cause of death, thought to be from 65-foot fall. There we go. Well, saved us some time. But this is decisive evidence that substantiates Mr. Wright's theory.
What? It's something good for a change?
If the manner of death was falling into an empty pool, the orca can't be responsible. I mean, there's no water in there. Seems Orla's complete innocence has been proven. I suppose I can't deny that.
This is fantastic! You did it, Mr. Wright! Prosecutor Blackwell isn't even trying to refute it. Orla is saved.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to celebrate?
It would appear more investigation into this case is necessary. But first, allow me to render my verdict. The court finds the defendant, Orla Shipley. Here it comes. Not guilty! And the crowd goes wild. Yay! We did it, everyone! We did it! Yes! Woo! She's totally innocent! Alright, sit down. Sit your ass down! Get on out of here! And some more confetti. Thank you. Thank you, Tony.
Wow. Whoa. Who's that guy?
I don't know. Hell yeah. Anyways.
You did it! Thank you so much, Phoenix. Thank you, Athena. Orla and Marlon, thank you too.
Oh, he's on the TV, so I'm gonna give him a filter.
Congrats, Sasha. Fweet. Time to celebrate. Go on, eat up. Fweet.
Glad to see everybody so happy, and I'm absolutely thrilled about the verdict.
Uh-oh. Thank you, right, Dono? Huh? For what? The drained pool. Thanks to you, the truth is finally clear. Fulbright. You gonna blame Sasha? Arrest this woman. Yeah, that's what I thought. Certainly, right away, Prosecutor Blackwell. Sasha Buckler. You are hereby under arrest for the murder of Jack Shipley.
What?
What are you talking about? What reason could you possibly have? Come now. You must have had some idea in the back of your dull little mind. The true culprit manipulated the Orca in order to have false charges brought upon her. And who is the only one with the ability to accomplish that? Why would she want false charges to come upon her? What? I'm sorry, huh? Your Orca's on point, thank you.
Fweet!
Isn't that what they sound like? It can only be the Orca's trainer. No way. But I'm sure there's some other explanation.
Silence.
I don't need any other of your baseless counter-arguments. Have you forgotten? In order to enter the Orca pool room, a security card is necessary. A security card that only the victim and Sasha Buckler possessed. Miss Buckler is the only one who could have caused the victim to fall to his death. Are you sure he couldn't just have fallen to his death?
Ah!
What?
No, I don't believe it. Miss Buckler was so upset by Mr. Shipley's death, she couldn't have done it.
Fulbright. We asked the security company yesterday to check their security card logs. We got a few more slides from the picture show. I was just making a joke about how you only get one picture per minute apparently on these freaking videos. The report just came in during the recess. The night before the incident, Sasha Buckler used her car to enter the Orca pool room. After that, not a single person entered the pool room. Not until the incident was discovered, when Miss Buckler and the guard ran in.
Objection!
But no one would commit murder where their card usage was being recorded. Apparently, the aquarium employees don't know that their card usage is tracked. What's more, Miss Buckler was seen arguing with the victim before the incident. So, Miss Trainer, what are you arguing about? I mean, what were you arguing about? But the weird thing is, like, okay, so he says like they didn't know that they were being tracked, but Sasha would know that only her and Jack had cards. And if she's killing Jack, then obviously that would implicate her, so that just negates what Fulbright just said. Like, what? Okay, anyways. What were you arguing about?
It was a private matter. But it wasn't anything I would kill him over. That's ridiculous.
Miss Buckler is the only one who entered the room, and she knows how to command Orla. Besides, I thought her suspicious from the very beginning. You suspected Miss Buckler from the start? The Orca did tricks because someone commanded her to do so. Possibly someone with a heart so black as to make her own partner the murder weapon. The possibility the Orca killed the victim. The possibility a human manipulated the Orca. I looked into both.
So he suspected both Sasha and
Orla all along? My gratitude to you, after all. She was too sad to be a murderer. Yeah, exactly. Isn't that proof? More slideshow pictures. Is that the real? Yeah, exactly. More slideshow. You were the one who drew out that information about the lifesaver trick. The orca you saved was an unwitting victim. A victim made to look like the weapon that killed Jack Shipley. No! All right, come along then. Let's have a good long talk.
Wait, I didn't kill the captain. And I would never try to frame Orla. Why would I hurt the ones I love like that? Sasha! Phoenix, Athena, you gotta believe me.
Oh, then they dragged her away?
Don't tase me, bro.
It is a killer whale, right? I know, I feel like that's totally like going against Orla. Like not working in her favor, you know?
Sasha didn't kill him. I believe with all my heart. There's gotta be something we can do.
I feel the same way. Could I have done something differently? But never in my wildest dreams did I imagine things turning out like this.
It would appear that this case has taken an entirely new aspect. But this trial is only concerned with a ruling on the defendant, Orla Shipley. So I'm afraid this concludes today's trial. Court is adjourned. Yeah, this was a short one. To be continued already. That was a very short one. We'll have to see how long the next one is. I don't know if I want to start it if I'm not going to complete it in a reasonable time. So we might just have a very short stream this week. What was that, an hour? Holy shit. Save. Four save slots, just in case. Okay. Let me take a look at the walkthrough and we'll see how big the next part is. The next part is the investigation. Just 1 day of investigation. But it could be very long. Ah, yeah, that's going to be a full, like, 3 hours. Yep, I think I'm going to go ahead and save it for next week. So it's just going to be a short one this week, folks. But thanks for coming to hang out with me. Next week we will get on to find out who really killed Jack Shipley. Let me pop on over here really quick. I feel so weird. That's like one of the shorter streams I've ever had. You know what I mean? It was a shorty, but a goodie. Absolutely. Yeah, maybe I should have tacked it on to last week. It's hard to know with these Ace Attorney ones. Typically, they almost seem to every part be about 3 hours for me when I'm, you know, like doing all the voices and stuff. But yeah, every once in a while I get a small one like that. But that's probably the smallest one we've had. It almost feels like it should have just been tacked on to the last one. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. Let me see if I can find somebody to raid into. Let me see, go back to Twitch. So for the rest of the week, might be back on Friday. I should be back on Friday. Not sure what I'm gonna play yet. I think I had an idea and I forgot already. What was I gonna play on Friday? Yeah, I mean, it might be more Zelda. I do need to get through Zelda because Starfield? Yeah, Starfield's coming, so gotta get ready for that. That one's gonna be pretty cool. Let's see, get some shout outs to some people. Prince Raglan's on, playing some Raging Loop. Okay, interesting, I've heard of that. Fans on, playing some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Got the Allegories on, playing some Persona 4 Golden. We got ESG Dominoes, playing some Elden Ring. Don Rocks, playing some Demonologist. That sounds pretty cool. Also, it's Confident Count. There you go. 2 Demonologists streaming. All right, let's raid the Allegory. I don't think I've not raided her yet. I found her through Cody. Cody raided her, so let's do that. That'll be fun. She's playing Persona 4. Let me double check, make sure she's still going. looks like she's still going strong. Copy. Oh, here's the raid message in case somebody wants to use that. Alright, and the raid has started. So yeah, thanks again guys for hanging around tonight. Sorry it was a short one, but hey, we'll have a nice long one next week to make up for it. Alright, but yeah, come hang out on Friday for whatever I decide to play then. But in case I don't see you, have a good weekend and have a good night. Stay happy, stay healthy, everybody. Aw, sad face from Shyla. I'm sorry, Shyla. I know it was a bit of a short one. But, you know, have a good night, everybody.
And Hyrie ___.
Hey, what's up, Hyrie? Good to see you. Bye-bye.